What's good, everybody? It's your boy Hamza, aka your favorite content creator, man. And I'm back with another video, guys. This time I'm coming to you with a top 4 Winnabox Swordsoul deck profile, and this is post Banlist. Although I was in a pre-Banlist format with like full power Drytron, full power Swordsoul, and full power Birds, I actually was able to hold my own and actually end up coming fourth, and I actually ended up losing to my older brother, who was the only loss that I had. But I'll tell you guys the tournament report after. Anyways, guys, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. We're doing a giveaway, so check out the links down below. I know, please excuse my beard and my hair. I'm about to be getting a haircut really soon, guys. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, guys, so starting off with the deck file, of course we are going to be starting off with like a super standard card in the list, which is triple Ecclesia. Now again, Ecclesia is really important in this deck, especially because you guys will see I'm playing a specific card, which is probably the best build of the deck. I'm trying to space this up properly. It looks kind of scuffed, but whatever. But yeah, triple Ecclesia, she's really important, especially when you go second. You get a free special summon that's an inherent special summon, and then you can use the fast effect priority to go ahead and tribute and get like a Moyi in quick time. Also helps going second through cards like Artifact Lancia. What's the other card? If they were to like lock you in some sort of way or another, Ecclesia is very important. This card, like, I mean, you can't really say this card overperformed because you know it's going to be good. So just seeing Ecclesia just really good. Another level 4 tuner, just like another Moyi, another Taya, another Long Yuan. The best thing what you can do about this card is you special Ather and then special Ecclesia going second if your opponent has more monsters, and then go Ecclesia, get Long Yuan, and then go Long Yuan and Ather away into Yazi, and then Yazi pop. It's like a whole cool little interaction. But again, I'm not going to talk too much on Ecclesia. I'm sure everybody knows what Ecclesia does. And then of course, going on to our Swordsoul lineup, we're playing triple Moyi, we're playing triple Long Yuan, and we are playing the double Taya. Honestly, you don't really need to change these ratios at all, especially when you play cards like triple Ecclesia. You don't really need to add another Taya or take away another Taya. I know I've been seeing lists experiment with only one Taya, but the issue is you really hurt your grind game like immensely, so you want the other Taya so you can function. And then of course opening like Vessel, Ashuna, and Taya is still a pretty nasty combo. I know like the other combo was just like, oh, if you do like the Protos, you don't Protos, but this play it's really cleaner. I might be able to show it at the end of the video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but yeah, I wouldn't really recommend changing anything like this. Don't play the third Taya, that's kind of troll. Don't cut this to 2 or this to 2 because that's kind of troll as well. So yeah, and then definitely don't play like the other guy, like the big guy. But that was it for the Swordsoul, guys. Now moving on to the 10 Ys, which I feel like are more important now than ever. Of course, you play triple Ashuna. This card needs a super or like an ultra printer or whatever, because like rare does not look good. And then we play triple Ather. Again, like I showed you guys in like my post Banlist deck profiles. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same list. Maybe I made like some side deck change or an X deck change, but apart from that, this is pretty standard in that regard. Just again, 3 Ather, and then I play the double Vishuddha and the 1 Shtana. So triple Ashuna, super standard. Opening this card like enables a lot of plays, especially if you open cards like Vessel or Taya. Ather is also really mandatory, especially in the grind game. It helps you get like a loop going. You go through like 2 of these cards in your first initial combo, like not really your initial combo, but like your ideal play. You go through 2 of them. So again, you want 1 in deck, and then being able to have 2 in rotation is very clean. Vishuddha, this is a card that I do see people flex at 3. I just personally feel like going second, you don't need the 3rd Vishuddha. Yeah, it is nice to open it, but at the same time, like, you want other cards as well. You don't want to clog your hand with all 10 Ys going second. Like, although it is nice not normal summoning, I just felt like 3 Vishuddha was a little too much, and I decided to cut it for the Shtana, which I think Shtana is very good. And obviously I play heavily Dragon Circle, but I'll explain my reasoning behind that as well. I just feel like 2 Vishuddha is good, triple Ather, triple Ashuna, super standard, and then Shtana has like some really niche interactions with Baxia. If you go like Baxia, target your monk to reborn a card, then Shtana will trigger on a separate chain to reborn monk to pop a card. It's nice with blackout as well. You can blackout pop your monk and then pop 3 cards. It's very good against DPE. So I think that Shtana is like not really mandatory, because I know some people choose not to play it, but I think that it is close to being like you almost have to play it in that regard, especially because we lost Proto, so you want to be able. Oh yeah, and another thing is opening Shtana, it just gives you like another name that you can play with, especially if you have like a really awkward play of like sometimes you have like a weird play where like your only play is like Long Yuan and this and like hand traps. You can go Long Yuan, discard this, summon a token, and then this will go to summon the Shtana, and then you can go like Shtana and the token, Shisha banish blackout, summon Long Yuan go into Chengying or Chingy, and then you have play from there. So it's pretty nice that regard. So I decided to play Shtana for like those really niche applications over another engine, which I'll explain later on as I get into the deck profile. But then again, we're playing Triple Ash Blossom as the only monster hand trap in the deck and the only monster go second card. It's just very versatile, being able to go second, covers a lot of things. And again, we are in, I guess you could say we're in an undefined format, but the format's pretty defined like Brave PK. But I just decided to play Triple Ash Blossom just because, like, why not? And Ash is nice because she is a level 3, so like you can go like Special Vashuda, normal Ash, do like Baron combo and stuff like that. So pretty nice. And then of course, the only way to play the deck now is just with Despot, so I play the one Despot. This guy needs a foil printing for sure. This card's really insane. And the thing is, you don't always need to go into the Needle Fiber play. It's just there, so you can play if you get interrupted, or if you don't get interrupted and you already have a normal summon, it's really nice as well. That's why just super broken in his in what he does. And another cute little interaction that you guys should know if you play this is Despot's a level 1 tuner. So you can like special summon this guy and then normal summon Despot, and then you can combo off that. So even if you open Despot, it's not too bad. Same can be said with if you open Vashuda as well. And then even if you just open like any other monster, you can go like Needle Fiber, summon Adhara, and then do like some cute combo like that. So I decided to play the one Despot. You don't need the Colt Wings or the Creation Resonator because like we're not trying to combo that hard, and our main combo is good enough. And then again, more go second cards. You play Forbidden Droplet. This card's probably like a mandatory 3 of in the deck. If you don't have Droplet, get your hands on like multiple chalices, because like being able to go second against Scythe decks is like so important now, because like I don't want to auto lose. So you just want to be able to play Forbidden Droplet, stun your opponent from playing the game. And then we play more consistency cards. So again, triple Swordsoul Emergence. Again, I mean, it's Rhoda, it's a 3 of Rhoda, so like why would I not play this card? Yeah, not being able to search Protos hurts, but now we're kind of like doing like this weird play where you can go like Emergence, get a Tenyi, and then like Tenyi combo from there. So Emergence is very nice in that regard. And then this is the engine that I was talking about right here. So instead of playing Itali plus Ogres, I decided to play Heavenly Dragon Circle plus Shtana. And the reason why I feel like that's better is because if I go normal summon Moyi effect, and they go effect veiler on the Moyi, I go Itali, go into Needle Fiber eats another hand trap. But if I go normal summon Moyi effect, and then they go veiler, and I go chain Heavenly Dragon Circle, get Shtana, special Shtana, and then I link again. So it was like it traded for more hand traps, and I still have a Shisha on board as opposed to not having a Shisha on board, because even if Shisha didn't get the search, he's still a negate on my opponent's turn. So it's really nice in that instance. And then giving you follow up if you get interrupted for whatever reason is pretty nice as well. Like during end phase, you can tribute Reborn, or not tribute Reborn, tribute search like a Long Yuan, and then you can banish this, and then you can add like another Tenyi. Because now that we lose Protos, you kind of just want to be as consistent as possible and get as much follow up as possible. So I feel like Heavenly Dragon Circle is important in that regard. And then again, to pair, we play triple Vessel of the Dragon Cycle. So again, honestly, this card's probably a 3 of as well. It just provides too many plays going first, going second. There's just so many OTKs that you can private this card. So I feel like the new standard is like triple Vessel, and then you can choose if you want to play Heavenly Dragon Circle or not. I wish this card like got a body on board. It doesn't get a body on board unless you already have a body, because then you can get like Ashuna and Adhar. But I mean, to each their own. It's still a very powerful card in that regard. And then of course the One of Desires. This card's too good to not play. You can choose to play Prosperity if you want, but I just feel like that's kind of troll, honestly. Like this card still says draw 2. Like I know people are putting Upstart, but like why don't I put Upstart when I can literally draw 2, and helps my Chengi as well. Yeah, I'm trying to show you ulti rarity. I don't know why it doesn't look that nice. Then the last go second cards we play are the triple Infinite Impermanence. I mean, Impermanence is really good. Dodging Call by the Grave and that sort of stuff. And then the one Swordsoul Blackout. I know some people decided to play 2 of this because like you always want to be able to search one, but just 1 is good enough. We're almost literally ending on this card like 24/7, so I feel like Blackout is really important. But now moving on to, let's go extra deck. So the extra deck was like kind of interesting. I made like a really bad choice. I thought it was like cute, but of course double Monk. The extra deck gets kind of tight, so you don't really need to play anymore. And then the third Shaman. The third Monk does come up in specific instances, but if you can play it and manage your resources better, then it technically doesn't really come up at all. Like it's just nice to have, but if you know how to play without the third Monk, you're perfectly fine. So that's that. Just make sure you know how to play with the third Monk or manage your resources accordingly. Of course, the one Halq or the one Needle Fiber, and then the Auroradon. Again, this is super standard in Swordsoul as well. Like moving forward, I'm pretty sure this is the best way to play the deck. And then I played an interesting card. I decided to play the one Formula Synchron. So the reasoning for the Formula Synchron, guys, is if like they stop your Needle Fiber play, they go Needle Fiber, they go like Ash or whatever. During your opponent's turn, you can tag out and summon a Formula Synchron, and then Formula Synchron can go ahead and draw you a card, so like a hand trap or something. So it's pretty unique in that regard as well. And then moving on from the Formula Synchron, we played the one Yazi. So another instance I was thinking about is if we have Formula Synchron plus Yazi on board, like Halq plus Yazi, for whatever reason, you can go Formula Synchron draw and then synchro these cards away into Chow Fang and then Chow Fang your opponent from dark. So that was like another instance where I was thinking about maybe Formula Synchron would have like a little better forms of application as opposed to like another flex spot. But again, like Formula Synchron never came up once for me, like the whole event. Like when I went second, or even when I went first, like I'd rather just, you know what I mean. So of course, double Baxia, it's really important. This deck kills really quickly going second, so I decided to play double Baxia. Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, this card's important. I initially thought that you could cut it, but I decided to go against that. And then honestly, my most controversial decision was to play one Shishao. So in theory, the theory was that you don't need the second Shishao because it never comes up, right? But the thing is, I was using that theory while I was playing Protos, but now when you don't play Protos, the second Shishao is like way more important. So moving on to the future, I would definitely just play the second Shishao. Like, please guys, just play the second Shishao, like do not troll. So the one Shishao, and then of course the one Chow Fang, the one Baron, the one Cheng Ying, and then the card I decided to cut for Shishao was Ruddy Rose. And the reasoning for this was that basically, say for example, like your play, you go, I'll explain right here, you go Needle Fiber effect, they like negate it, whatever. You go normal summon, summon into Shishao effect, get you like a black or maybe like a Long Yuan or something, right? Now during your opponent's turn, say you Shishao negate, you go Chain Fiber banishes himself, and then Fiber will summon out your Formula will draw you a card. Then you can go Formula effect and synchro these away and summon Ruddy Rose during your opponent's turn as like a graveyard disruptor or like manipulator or whatever. But I just felt like that, like that's so copium to think that like, yo, this is gonna resolve. Like it's so copium. So we just decided to like, I was like, you know what, like I'm just gonna play it. But moving on to the future, you definitely cut Ruddy Rose. You play the second Shishao, and then Formula Synchron you cut for the evil guy, like evil Sinister Long Yuan or whatever. You can technically cut a second Baxia, but the second Baxia comes up a lot, especially because you make Chow Fang going first. So I think that cutting the second Formula Synchron is a lot better. And then quickly we're just gonna get into our side deck. So side deck again, anticipating Phantom Knights, we played triple Lancia. I mean, Lancia is probably going to be like a main deck staple eventually if you're anticipating a lot of PKs, but again, this card's going to be in a butt ton of side decks. Then we played triple Gamma with the one Driver. Again, this guy never ever leaves my hand, but Driver's kind of cute because you can go like special Ashuna, tribute summon Driver, and then Ashuna summon Adhara, and then Adhara and Driver into Yazi, and then like Yazi pop a card and then Reborn. Like it's pretty nice in that regard. This is just like generic side deck dot one or whatever, triple Cyclone. I was thinking about, I think moving forward I'm gonna put twins in my deck just because Lancia is in the format and it's gonna feel weird if you get like Lancia. The one Feather Duster because you respect back row, similar with the run Red Reboot. I mean, Red Reboot wasn't banned, and I want to respect side deck back row as much as possible. And all these cards are live like post like turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, as opposed to Lightning Storm where like if I'm grinding and have monster on board I can't use them. But if I draw these cards like my 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th off Desires, these cards are all live. So I decided to play them. And then rounding off the side deck, we just played triple Solemn Judgment. I didn't know what else to play, to be honest. Going blind to a format, like I'd rather go first. Initially this was D barriers in one of my YCS profiles, but I decided to just say, you know what, screw it and just play Judgment. So guys, that was it for the video. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and like the video. If you made it to the end of the video, comment down Protos, Protos, guys. Make sure you check out all our socials. Follow us on Twitter. We're trying to get 100 followers, so we're gonna go ahead and do like a little giveaway on that. But anyways, guys, my name is Hamza, and like I always say, keep on shining, never go on your dreams. Peace.